And I wish we wouldn't have tried it now so that we could get more.
So we're here in Copenhagen, Denmark, and today we're going to be doing a little bit of a food tour. Now, Copenhagen is supposed to be one of the most expensive cities in all of Europe. So we're going to be doing it a little bit on a budget and mixing some street food with some pastries as well as a few other cheap things. So follow us along to see what you should eat when you're in Copenhagen. Now, there are so many delicious bakeries all throughout Copenhagen. No matter which one you go in, they all look super delicious, and trust me, you're gonna wanna get everything in there. But one bakery we continue to read about and see in videos over and over was Buka Bakery. Now, they have a bunch of locations throughout the city, so we just decided to stop at one close to where we're staying. And we got it to go because it's finally sunny outside. We're visiting in mid-October, so we have to enjoy the sun while we have it. So first up here, we got a pistachio croissant. It looks, wow, just delicious. Pistachio isn't even the flavor I would normally get, but this looks absolutely fantastic. So let's try it out. Oh my God. That was a big bite, but this is exquisite. A hint of pistachio on a flaky, buttery croissant. It's not even super heavy, and I think I actually really like that. Instead of it just being super heavy on the cream, there's just enough to balance out the flaky croissant, as well as just a little bit of crumble of pistachio on here. Absolutely delicious, and I'd say you have to give it a go. Now Becca's gonna try out the traditional Danish pastry they recommended.
Okay, so I have here I think it's pronounced taffees. It's a traditional Danish pastry with, looks like poppy seeds and some sugar on top. So let's see what it tastes like. You can definitely taste the poppy seeds, obviously it's like covered in them. And it almost tastes like almond extract. It's really good. It's more of like a bread roll that's like glazed, and it's pretty good, not too sweet. It's something you should definitely try.
So while not a traditional, authentic Copenhagen food, a little bit of a tip here while staying in Copenhagen is to stay at a hotel that has a free breakfast, because it is really expensive to eat out here, to do anything, and quite frankly, just to stay. So if you can get a free breakfast at a hotel like we did, make sure to do that, because it saves a little bit on the budget while you're traveling here in Copenhagen. Now, on to the next food. It wouldn't be a food tour here at My Travel BF without a stop at a brewery. So we headed to Bruce, which had a fantastic selection of craft beers made on site, something we dearly miss living in Germany. It's a must stop if you're in the area and love local beer. Now, let's try one of the most famous Copenhagen bakeries. Right now we're headed to one of the most famous bakeries here in Copenhagen, Juno the Bakery. It's supposed to be excellent because we've seen it written about, talked about in videos, and kind of all over the place when you search for places to eat here in Copenhagen. So we're super excited to try it out and see if it lives up to the hype.
Okay, got the cardamom bun. Got the cardamom bun, and I'm gonna give it a try here. Oh wow, this is delicious. You can smell it as you enter the bakery. Wow, it's really good. It has some sugar sprinkled on top too, which makes it like a little sweet, nice and fluffy inside, and absolutely delicious. It's definitely worth the wait. Well, we only waited 10 minutes, so try to check it out when you're here in Copenhagen.
Next, we hit up the Brewery street food market for a Danish specialty. All right, so here we had to get the Smørrebrød. I might not be saying that correctly, Smørrebrød, something like that, but it is a Danish classic, so of course we had to get it here in Copenhagen. This one has lox on it, so let's give it a go. a big bite. I gotta get better at doing that in these videos. It's pretty good. The rye bread's really delicious and crunchy, and the lox on it just seems super fresh. I really like it. I'm not sure how much I love kind of these just open face sandwiches, but it is really good. We did get a second one here with shrimp on it. And that one's pretty good as well. I'd say definitely something to get while you're here in Copenhagen. It's definitely not my favorite here, but we got a little bit more coming on this Copenhagen food tour, so make sure to stay tuned. So we stopped at Heart Bakery, one of the most famous bakeries here in Copenhagen, and there are a ton of famous ones, and as I said before, all of these look delicious. And we got their famous cardamom croissant. This looks really good. It's a little sticky. I'm excited to bite into it. Oh my God. Wow. I'm just gonna say you have to get this when you're here, but flaky on the outside, doughy on the inside. A hint of cardamom, just the glaze on it. This is so good. This is delicious. This has to be one of the best pastries I've ever had. Wow. This is amazing. I'm gonna say you must get this when you're here in Copenhagen.
We also got this chive feta scone from Heart Bakery. I wanted to get something a little savory just because we've been eating a bunch of pastries, but although this is a pastry as well. So let me give it a try. It looks really good. Oh yeah. Well, this is absolutely delicious. You can definitely taste the chives and feta baked into it. It is so good. A really good savory treat. If you're not so much into the sweets in the morning, this is the way to go. Delicious. And I would recommend it if you're looking for something a little on the savory side.
Honestly, that lived up to the hype. It was so good. And I wish we wouldn't have tried it now so that we could get more. But we got one more thing, so we got to save a bit of room. So we stopped at Dop, the organic sausage man, to try these loaded hot dogs. I actually got the vegetarian one, so I believe it's a tofu sausage. It kind of looks like and reminds me of a poncho. If you've ever been to Argentina, it's kind of like a late bar snack food. But let's give it a go. It's really good. A great option if you are vegetarian and are still looking to try something classic from here in Copenhagen. I got the classic option, so it has ketchup, mustard, pickles, raw onions, and crunchy onions, and it's delicious. Mike is gonna go ahead and try the classic one, so we'll see how that one is.
All right, so I got the classic sausage here. It's got the exact same toppings as Becca's, but it's an all pork sausage. So let's give it a bite. Oh my God. This is so good. Those onions, pickle, ketchup, mustard, they go so well with this pork sausage. And I'm not even a big hot dog sausage person, but this actually really reminds me of the reindeer sausage we tried in Bergen, Norway. You can check that video out right up here. And while you're here, make sure to check out our other videos right here, and we'll see you over at them. Bye.